Hello and welcome to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. It's been a very dramatic week. A lot of things have happened. One of the most talked about incidents from last week was when Baba got blue-ticked, aka ignored by the government during the Madaraka Day celebrations in Nyeri. And people were not happy. Even the president seems to have realized how wrong that was. And I think that's why the president gave Baba a chance to speak in a Jubilee rally in Nakuru a day after.
Leo kule Kakamega, ati mtu ya kitendawili amesema, mkilichagua nitawaletea elimu ya bure.
The president was calling him out for copying their campaign promise. And to get the message across, he copied how Baba talks. So, this is a campaign period. So we can say it's a coping mechanism. Now, to put this into perspective, mko kwa hoteli, alafu jamaa akaitisha chapati ng'ombe. Alafu mtu wako nyuma yake akasema, waiter, leta kama hiyo. And the guy goes like, tusisubwane. Bona tunapimana nguvu, lazima ukule kama mimi. Yeah? Ng'ombe wewe. In fact, waiter, niletee chapati peke yake nikule na hii ng'ombe. Now, there you have it. Kenyan politics is about promises. Delivery ni wewe. Now, this campaign period will show us things. Serious. This campaign period will show us things. Baba has rebranded from NASA. He's now from COD to NASA. He moved from COD to NASA. And now he's Joshua. From Baba to Joshua. So you can say he's Joshua of Nazareth. Yes. Now, anyway, that's not what we want to talk about on the show tonight. That's not what the show is about. The SGR has been launched, and you can now travel from Nairobi to Mombasa for as low as 700 shillings. And the journey has been reduced from 12 hours by road to 4 hours, about 4 hours by rail. Do you know how efficient that is? Ukiwa Mombasa unaweza ambia mtu, wewe weka maji ya ugali na kama kupika. Siko mbali. But really, 4 hours. 4 hours really. This is what baffled me.
The passengers on board got breakfast, lunch and dinner on their way to Nairobi.
Really? Seriously? Yes. Seriously. Mbua ni ukweli, the train takes 4 hours. How many hours to Mombasa? 4. Na kwa hiyo 4 hours, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I think that's why we talk of the SGR prices were, the rates, the cost were exaggerated to billions and billions of shillings. Kumbe imeenda hapa kwa food. 4 hours, watu wamekula breakfast, lunch, na hata huko Western, so no, didn't say that. Now, the president launched the project last week. Very classy. Ugly on the outside, but we focus on inner beauty. And speaking of inner beauty, people expected the SGR trains to look like Avril, but tuliletewa smart joker. Now, for real, that's everyone can see that. Everyone can see that. However, the first class is nice. The economy class was not that bad. Did you guys see the Swahili translations in the train? Ati cannot reverse ride, haibadili safari. No pets allowed, hakuna kipenzi kuhuru. Keep away from the edge, kuweka mbali na makali. I strongly feel that other than the economy class, they should have added another class, a language class. And this is what happens when you let the Chinese do everything. Thika Road signage was done by a Kenyan company. That's why Forest Road imeandikwa Forest Road. Sio msitu barabara. However, I'm told that these translations were made by Kabete MP Honorable Ferdinand Waitito. Mnajua Waitito na kizungu ni kama avocado na ile mbegu yake. Yes. They hang out, but they don't mix. And come to think of it, hii avocado inakaa TBT ya Robert Alai. Now, all in all, I must say that the SGR launch is a step forward in the transport sector. In fact, they were sure to include some features that are unique to public transportation, except the notice of no preaching in the train. If I saw that right, I think I saw someone preaching in the train. That was the president. Now, that was the president. The launch of the SGR comes with a strong message to vandals from the president.
wale ambao watahukumiwa kwa sababu ya kuharibu mali ya Wakenya, hawa ambao watahukumiwa nitaweka kidole wanyongwe.
Very strong message. However, to put this in a language that millennials can understand, I feel the president's speech should have been something like this.
Hawa ambao watahukumiwa nitaweka kidole wanyongwe.
Now, you see, that's a language people can understand. Now, the project has been branded the Madaraka Express, and one Caroline Mutoko deserves the credit for the naming of the project.
Excellency, do not let them launch this product as SGR. Standard Railway Gauge, it must have a name. And a name that we will talk about, that will be in the news, that will be something.
Exactly. This video was done a few days before the launch, and that's not all she talked about. You can watch the rest on her YouTube channel, but this particular bit caught my attention.
But if at least 300 people at the launch event are not Kinadel, people who live their lives like this, no, it will fail. Because the best way to tell this story is through the eyes of the very generation that you're actually doing it for. Half the people talking, by the way, this is not their project. No, you heard me right. Shush. Keep quiet.
Exactly. And these are the people we want to talk about on the show tonight. The people who live their lives like this. Now, the selfish generation. Yes. People will do anything for a selfie nowadays. You have people who go to church just to take a selfie. Journalist Chico Lawi lost his mind when reggae artist Damian Marley infringed on his right to take a selfie with him.
So, Damian doesn't talk to people, ignored someone.
Come on, bro. I got the video.
This guy. Like, oh, I'm a big fan, by the way, but
This change in generation is quite evident. The debate of sisi watu wa zamani versus sisi nyinyi versus nyinyi watu wa sai. You saw how chill Baba was when he was being blue-ticked on live TV. Compare that to this Chico Lawi incident. What I found interesting, he proclaimed his love for Damian Marley, but not before dropping the Moses Kuria wordplay on him. I love you, Damian, but Praising someone and calling them names is a tricky concept to go around. Only two categories of people have managed to get away with that: pastors and Atuoli. Atuoli anawatukana na mnampigia makofi, nyinyi wajinga. Now, kwa kanisa tunaitwa kondoo, but how it's packaged, you cannot get offended. Try the same outside. For example, if you are in a relationship, you're dating, and you know the relationship is not going anywhere, that means you're dating a frog. Like, you kiss 1,000 frogs before you meet the prince. So, nyi wote mnajua, nyi wote ni machura, but you can't talk about that. I've never heard of someone, baby, you know, you're a frog, but I love you. You know, I have to kiss like 1,000 frogs before I get down to this marriage thing. That would make a perfect remix for Sauti Soul's Chura Yako Muzuri Mama. This generation actually, that's not even worse. They actually have their own language. It is expression, aya, is in the dictionary right now. I can't wait for when they will get to Sheng and try to include some of the words we use out here. That's a word in Sheng, by the way. How do you even spell that? But you ni alphabet ya Kayole. The evolution of man is entering a new stage. We started bending downwards, tukakuja tukipanda juu, sasa tuko hapa. And moving forward. Even music has changed, by the way. The Daudi Kabaka of this generation is called Timidat. Here's a comparison of them singing about the same subject.
Msichana wa sura nzuri, kitu gani kinakufanya usiolewe? Sagoni generous kujazia kadaiba, we mchoyo una kazi ya kabaika.
Lord help us. We are basically living in different times. To help us break this subject down further, the government gave us Smart Joker. We decided to bring you Avril, someone who is perfectly placed between when I was your age and the selfie generation. We take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Our subject on the show tonight is more like a competition between watu wa zamani na watu wa siku hizi, and our guest on the show tonight is the perfect one for this. Avril, ladies and gentlemen. High five.
High five.
Thank you. Welcome to the show. Tumekungoja sana.
Thank you so much.
For real, for real.
Wow.
Tunaingia tu straight into it first of all. Wewe utarepresent millennials, watu wa oh my god na
my god.
Wengine wote mimi nita represent the older generation juu hizi stuff. Deny, feel free to deny. Kenyan men are not romantic. Na mimi nimekuvurutia kiti before.
Umenivurutia kiti nikiwa hivi. I never at any one point in time said that Kenyan men are not romantic. I mean, my dad is Kenyan, my brother is Kenyan. I've dated a lot of Kenyan men. We have strong men in our society. We have very educated men. We have very educated men. Actually, all of East Africa, I feel like Kenyan men are best positioned because if you look at
describe.
Nilikuwa naendelea na description ya intelligence.
Anzia educated nikwambie. Ngoja. Anza na nini features na kuambia ni nani tunaongelea mpaka we settle on the final guy. Anza features.
Intelligence.
Miguna. What's your take on history? I'm a sponsor first.
But it's you guys who are entertaining it.
No, it's not us.
It's the men who are entertaining it.
It's not us.
It's the men who are entertaining
Usifanye
it.
nianze kuongea kama
No. Let me ask you a question. By the time that you're sponsoring a chick, umempatia an exit route. Si lazima afanye job. Akifanya job ni ngori. Wewe unataka akae home.
Sisi hatuna job, sisi hatuna do.
Wewe una do? Uko sure kuna kadem fulani unakoga kutumia airtime kila siku?
Hakuna.
I hope dem amesikia.
Search me. Ni search. Serious.
You're the guys who are entertaining this culture, and it's quite unfortunate that even our fathers, our uncles, the older generation want to entertain your culture.
Wife material squeeze may change from kitambo. Kupika githeri squeeze as long as ni chipo tuko fine. But now
mimi ni msewa managu, kunde.
Nini ngozi ya managu?
Of course. By the way, yes it is. Ngozi ya pizza si ngozi ya nini, si ngozi healthy sana.
Mna believe ni ngozi ya managu? Sure.
By the way, I kid you not. Wasi wanani follow Instagram wataona mimi upika hizo vitu. Yes or wrong?
Thank you.
Yes. Paragraph. Nimesikia kitu hivyo by the way. No, nimesikia kitu hivyo.
Unajua procedure ya kupika managu?
It's very simple.
Start from the top.
It's very simple.
From the top.
Okay, nazikuza.
Managu. Kuna watu wanawatch akikosea mahali una tweet.
First and foremost, nazikuza ama nimeenda kuzinunua kutoka kwa supermarket?
Kuna difference?
Mimi ni mkulima. Kwa hivyo naweza enda kwa shamba, nitoe zangu, nitoe hizo the greens themselves. Ni make sure flowers haziko.
Let's get
relax. Nikate vitunguu.
Wife material haizi fanya hivyo hii. What is this? No. That's the point.
No, but you see, sitarajii kwa bwana yangu so.
Really? Niko sawa. Nilikuwa natarajia until akafanya hivi. Hapo tuko sawa. Hebu ongelesha mademu. Ongelesha mademu wa squeeze, mademu wa ocha, alafu conclude na kitu katikati na kama lazima uimbe ndio hapa. Feel free, hii ni moment yako.
Okay.
Kila guest wetu na unaweza jisifu by the way. Moment yetu ya tukifunga show.
A moment of zen.
Yes, moment.
Kwa madem out there, I've sung about it. Nini wale madem. And you always have to know your worth. You always have to know your value to society. Always keep it 100. Always be prideful of being a feminine character, of being a woman, of being a lady. Don't try to be fire, be water. You can do so much by being feminine. You can always do so much by being a woman. So embrace your womanness. Embrace hard work. Because I feel like tunakuwa misunderstood sana. And a lot of times, guy, mse amekunja sura hapa hivi na sisi niendelee.
Don't be fire.
Don't be fire.
Be water.
Be water.
Umemaliza? No, jisifu. This is your moment.
Sisi jisifu kama umekunja sura hivyo. To the millennials, which I'm assuming are ages between, say, 15 to about 24, yes?
No, 19 to 35.
19 to 35. 1935, what are millennials?
What will come to their senses wakianza kuzeeka hapa 35 when you realize you are no longer a youth?
But I'm 31. So
Kevo, weka hiyo kitu ya breaking news hapo. Mtu ametangaza miaka yake on national TV.
But it's public knowledge. I am 31 and I'm very
proud.
I'm very proud to be 31. No. I always say it. Am I a millennial? Am I a millennial?
You are a millennial on the last chapter.
I'm very proud of my age because through the years I have learned so much. In my 20s I grew up, and I had to grow up very fast because I was in the limelight and I was in the public eye. So to all the millennials right now, I don't know if that age group is quite true, 1935, but you're probably just identifying with yourself. You're getting to know yourself a little bit more. Take time to know yourself. Take time to understand what life is all about. Usiharakishe maisha. Trust me, it's a beautiful life when you know who you are and what you're about. There's one thing that I always keep on telling even my brother. Take time to know yourself. Yeah. That's a very important point. Life is like a buffet. It's full of entries, yeah? You start with the soup and the bread, then you come into your salads and you have all these things and it's melainiwa, sindio? Then sometimes waoneka nyama huko mwisho, nyama choma. If you don't walk through and find out what all this beautiful is life, iyo bread na supu utajaza tumbo, ushangae kumbe nyama iliko huko mwisho na ushashiba. So take time, enjoy life.
Hiyo ni advice ya watu wanakulaga wedding, and if you paid attention, hiyo buffet ya Avril haikuwa na managu. Ameanzia na mkate na soup. Ai. Managu ni salad.
Sindio? Oh my God.
Surely.
Sindio?
Now, that said, take time to know yourself. Take as much time, by the way, ladies, as much time as you take when applying makeup. That's enough. That's enough. I mean, how much time should they take to know themselves?
I think a little bit more.
How much time does it take? 4 hours makeup?
For me to do my makeup? Yes. Like for me to do my makeup?
4 hours.
20 minutes.
Tusidanganyane.
Seriously?
But ni sawa. Umejibamba?
Nimejibamba sana, by the way. I've always wanted to come to this show.
Thank you, by the way.
She never remember when when we had that conversation and I told him, I've watched the show from the beginning to now, and I applaud him. I feel like you're doing a fantastic job disseminating politics. It's satirical, but we understand it a little bit better because of I feel like you disseminate politics. Seriously. And you make it satirical.
How come sikuwa nimeona? The last thing before I close, ebu fanya hivi.
Apana, no, I refuse.
Please, just do this. Fanya hivi. Fanya hivi. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much for coming on the show, Avril.
It's my pleasure.
I hope tukikuita tena utakam.
I don't know.
Kwa nini? Why wouldn't you come?
No, I'll definitely come. I'm just joking.
Thank you.
Oh my God, oh
Lord. And by the way, guys, those who missed what Avril said earlier on the show,
take life.
Hiyo ndio bravado.
Yes. Hiyo.
Unaweza fanya hivyo? Can you do that? You don't have that voice?
No.
Do that in your singing voice.
No.
Let's close the show in style.
No.
Let's close the show in style.
In style? Okay.
Fine.
So, 1, 2, 3.
Sina
sauti kaya yako, sina hiyo nini hiyo.
Si wewe ndio ulisema uko na bravado.
Nilikuwa na explainia wasi wako na bravado, mimi sina.
So wewe una bravado. Haya basi.
Mimi ni mtulivu, sina story.
Hii bravado inataka kamera gani before you close? Hapa. Haya sawa basi. 3 2 1.
Hakuna take 2 ya hiyo story imedai.
That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is